Hi everyone, so you're seeing this Crohn girl at her best right now. Got my pajamas still on and I'm in bed and I have a heating pad to my stomach. So obviously I'm having a fantastic day. I wrote on my Facebook page, would anybody mind if I did a colon rant? And some people were like, go ahead. So I am. Basically, you guys know my issue of I have an ileostomy, so I'm supposed to go to the bathroom in a bag, right? But I still have my colon. So your colon still produces this mucus that you're supposed to get out like every few weeks or so. And normally people just get it out, but I have a stricture at the end of my colon, which makes it almost impossible. In fact, I did a video on enemas the easy way, where I use a feeding tube to put steroid enema in my colon. Well, if it gives you any idea how bad the stricture is, that feeding tube that I showed you won't even fit now. So I've been dealing with this stricture since 9th grade and I'm now a sophomore in college, so 5 years. And I would get anal dilations, which I still get done because this stupid colon issue. But anyway, last spring, I had this whole colon issue. Basically, January it started getting bad, but I had to go back to school. So we planned for spring break, which was in March, to get the dilation done. So that way, I'd be able to get all the mucus out and whatnot. Well, I wound up getting astrovirus over that break, so I couldn't, they won't do surgery if you have some virus or whatever, some sickness. So basically, the rest of my semester at college was me, like, spending my time in the bathroom. And it was really bad. And I wound up doing really bad in all my classes because of it. And it was really stupid, but, I don't like to use Crohn's as an excuse or anything, so I didn't tell any of my professors what was going on, which I know some of you are going to be like, that's so dumb, why didn't you? But I just really don't like using it. I see people going to teachers with really stupid excuses for why they didn't do a homework assignment or something, and I don't want to be one of those people. Even though obviously this is a legit reason. I'm not making it Crohn's, I'm not pretending it. Obviously you can tell by my scars I'm not faking it, so. But anyway, I had my GI appointment, what was it, about 9 days ago. It was last Monday, and everything was going fine. The only time I would flare and get this weird colon spasm thing was when I got my period. So I figured, okay, I go on birth control and it'll be fine. So I went on birth control, and I didn't get my next period yet, so I don't know how it's, if it works or not. So I went, I went to the doctor and I said I'm fine, I don't need to get the anal dilation yet. Probably just get it over spring break. Of course, 9 days later, I have my first colon spasm without having my period, and that is me right now. So I'm just really annoyed. And the other thing that really bothers me is I don't talk about this a lot on YouTube or whatnot, but I'm 19 and I still don't have my license. And people at school, when they find out, I don't tell people, they just, they find out when, oh, you beat the DD. Oh, sorry, you can't. They find out and they're like, why? Why wouldn't you get your license? That's stupid. I'm like, I physically, every time I have tried to make progress with getting this darn license, I get sick. Today, I was going to get my permit renewed by taking the test. Now I'm stuck in bed because I'm either running to the bathroom all day or feeling bloated all day, and it's just really annoying. So, and this has literally happened every time I've tried to make progress with this stupid license. Junior year, I was in the hospital, 5 weeks, and then I spent another month or two at home, and I was recovering the whole year, and I just couldn't, I had the ostomy to deal with and learn and all that, so I couldn't be dealing with getting the license. Over summer, I wound up having to do classes and stuff, and then I wound up getting sick from the spring, so I was sick in the summer. It was just a whole big mess, and So to any of my friends who think I'm totally kidding about, I'm just making excuses why I don't have my license, this is it right here. Like, I don't feel good right now. I hate Crohn's. So anyway, this is my colon rant, and I really hate it right now. But whatever this is better fix itself, now, because I go back to school next Wednesday. And see, that's the issue with the permit. I don't know why, but I failed the permit test this past summer, and you get a week after you fail it. And nobody make fun of me for failing it, because they should not be asking fines for stupid crime. Like, if you commit such and such a crime, like, how much do you have to pay? That's so stupid. And their choices are like 100, 150, 200. Like, no one knows that. Literally no one on the road knows that. So, those are the questions I got, and that's why I failed. But, you have 1 week after you fail to be able to take it again. Well, today's last day. Today's Wednesday. Take it today, I fail, I get to retake it next Wednesday. If I can't go today and I go tomorrow, I'm already gone. I'm already back at school Thursday, because next Thursday is when we start classes. So I am just really annoyed right now. So I guess what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that darn permit test before I go back. I'm guaranteeing you that. I'm going to take it at least once. So, but I guess I'm just going to study a lot and hope for the best. I'm in bed anyway. I might as well do something. But obviously, I'm just very annoyed, and I wanted to talk about it. If any of you have this issue with a stricture and like having an ostomy, what do you do for it? Like, I hate having to go in, 2 to 3 times a year. Like, every year, my spring break is just ruined because I get the dilation in the beginning of the week. Anesthesia makes me really sick for about 4 days. And the stricture, obviously, when they stretch it open, it kind of hurts for a week. And so, I kind of just stay at home sitting all the time, running to the bathroom and all that. So, do any of you, like, deal with this at all, or am I just the only one hanging out with a stricture, but with an ostomy? I mean, I'm glad it's, like, not part of my small intestine. That's how I know it's my colon, because A, I'm running the bathroom a bunch of times I'm not supposed to do. And I feel nauseated, but it's like a weird nauseated where I can eat. Like last night I was like, Dad, I feel really sick, but I kept trying to eat and it was like fine. It wasn't making me sick or anything. So I think it's just my colon swelling up, flipping out or whatever. I think it's swelling up to the point where it's like pushing against my small intestine, where it's making me feel like sick, but not so much that it like actually blocks off, which that did happen one time, but that was fun. That was senior year. But I think like food can still go through, and it's like perfectly fine because it's not my actual small intestine. I don't know. Oh, and the other thing is I keep losing weight now for no reason. Usually at school I lose weight, come home on breaks, and I gain about 5 pounds, and then I lose 5 pounds, and it's like up and down. So I'll be like 95 or 97 when I leave for school, then it goes down to 90, and then it goes back up like over summer. Well, for some reason, I just kept losing weight. I'm around 88, 87 right now, which I feel disgusting. I know a lot of people deal with weight issues, and it's just, ugh, it's terrible. Like, you're always cold. It's awful. I am always freezing. Like, at school, it's so warm, but when you come back to New Jersey, it's just, I don't know. It's hard on me. So all I want to do is like cuddle. I don't even want to exercise or anything, which definitely does help with my stomach a lot, I learned. But all I want to do is like sleep and hibernate and just be wrapped up in a blanket. And, sitting, that's another one. I can't even sit on, regular chairs for long periods of time because it actually hurts my butt. I have absolutely no fat on me right now. So I'm very angry. I feel like everything is just interconnected, and one thing messes another thing up, and that thing messes another thing up, and it's just a big like domino effect of craziness. Crazy clowns. Oh my gosh. But anyway, if any of you can help me or give me advice, the only thing that I can do right now is just put a heating pad on my stomach. Sometimes massaging it helps too. And I hope all of you are better than I am. I mean, I shouldn't. I feel bad because it's not even like that awful. Like, I'm not throwing up like some people are. I'm not in the hospital or anything on TPN or, you know, getting major surgeries done. It's just a minor surgery, but I just wanted to complain and then be done with it and not complain anymore and just be happy with life. I'm going to fill some Etsy bracelet orders. I just printed out all the receipts because I made some sales overnight. So if you ordered yesterday or within the last couple of days, they will be shipped out tomorrow. Actually, I have bracelets right here. Yay! Bracelets. So shipping out them. I'm working on a new bracelet now, so that will be coming in like 2 weeks or so. Hopefully it looks good. If it doesn't look good, I'm not gonna show you guys, but we'll see. Alright, feel good, and please give me advice on what I should do right now, because I don't even know. I am going to relax for the rest of the day and fill those orders. Alright, thanks for listening. Bye.